PR is not a shortcut, it's an output. In 2026, this output of PR depends on your preparation, how well you are prepared for it. Now, for many Indian families, the PR after post study obviously is not just a visa. It signals stability, it signals security, and it also means a very long term settlement. But here's an uncomfortable question which we need to tackle in 2026. Are you choosing education or are you choosing immigration? Because for these two, the starting point is and the journey is very different. And in 2026, this difference has become very critical. So you need to decide your path. To give an example, this is like either you go to Delhi or either you to Bombay. Both are very different location from where you go. And yes, friends, PR is getting harder. I want to be very honest with you. Across major destinations, the top four, especially which is US, Canada, Australia, and UK, the policies have evolved. They have changed. The selection has tightened. Their point system, they're actually recalibrating this. And the post-study rules are being reviewed. They are everybody, all of these four countries are reviewing it. They've reviewed or in the process of reviewing. So this does not mean that the countries are not closed. They have become actually very selective. PR today is a profile driven. It's not volume driven as it used to happen earlier, especially before COVID. Now, over a period of years, I have seen three types of student, and I am given these names to them and I bracket them into three type of students. And there are very clear patterns in each of those type of students. The first type of student is called immigration students. This is what I call them. So these students, they go abroad primary for PR. They choose the cheapest path and they very much optimize right from the day one their immigration points. They know very clearly what will add to their immigration points. And obviously they select courses which are based on, their easiness, simplicity, and nothing to do with industry, nothing to do with industry, what they are going to maybe work there. Their starting point itself is settlement. Nothing to do with skill, no skills they talk of. And when the policy change, like is happening today, these people become anxious because you need to understand the foundation itself was immigration first, and these are the first people which get hit when the policies change. Now let's look at the second type of students, which I call them as education focused students. Now these students are good students. They actually want to get into quality education. They want quality education. They will choose good, decent universities. They will also enjoy the academic exposure, the way the studies are happening. They really enjoy this. And they hope, okay, based on this education, I should be able to stay back. But these kids, they do not actively build a structured immigration strategy. They are hoping, as I told you earlier. They are dependent, some opportunity will come up, and because of which is going to work, and I will get a PR. And you can understand, sometimes it will work, sometimes it will not work, right? Because we all know hope is not a strategy, right? Now let's look at the third set of students. And I love these set of students. I love consulting these students. And are the students which are the smallest group compared to what I spoke to you now. But please remember, they're the strongest. From the angle of PR, by the way, when I say strongest, they're smallest, but they're strongest. Now what are these students? These students, they study demand-driven sectors. They find out where the demand is and they study those. They actually build internship from semester one. They actually track immigration policies carefully. They don't listen to other people and rumors, things like this. They invest in certification. They network very aggressively. They actually don't chase PR. You'll be surprised. But they build up a profile that will make them PR possible. So for them, PR is actually a byproduct. It's not their main objective. As I told you earlier, their objective is career. And this is the difference of focusing PR as a byproduct and focusing more on the career, is the difference because of which their outcome changes. So these are the most PR ready student when PRs are open. Now let's understand why PR is feeling harder. What has changed? It has changed because first, the competition has increased. Now more and more students are going for international studies. The local markets where they work, the hiring market in the country, they have become tight for whatever reasons. Their immigration system has been changed to actually filter only people which fall under skill shortage, where they require people in that country. And countries are asking only one question now: what value are you bringing? When you come to my country, what are you adding to me? What value are you bringing? What I don't have. And if your profile is answers that very clearly, you have the way. It exists. So PR exists. If not, again, you're going to have a stress. You will have a pulse waiting. You will have your BP. Now, to help you understand how to build your PR, I'm sharing a framework. What is that framework? The first question you need to answer: is my field aligned with priority sectors of that country? Second question: am I building work experience early so that I have experience in that area? Do I understand immigration pathways legally and not just rumors what somebody tells me, what my friend, colleague, or somebody tells me? And do I have financial bandwidth for uncertainty? If PR does not happen, it's got delayed, right? Do I have the financial bandwidth? So if these four layers are weak, your PR is just an emotional decision. But if your four layers are strong, your PR is very, very strategic. Now, I have seen immigration students panic when the policy shift. Remember, I spoke about the immigration students? Because when the policy shift, and this is what is happening in majority of the countries, whether you talk of Canada, US, UK, and Australia. I have seen education-focused students, they feel uncertain. They may not get. I have seen career-aligned students, they keep on moving calmly, right, through the same system what exists for everybody else. So now you understand, the country did not change for them. What changed? Their preparation. They were prepared for it. They're starting prepared very early. That is why I keep on insisting: career first, country later, process always. So in 2026, the PR strategy will follow your skill strength. It will not replace it. Let's ask this question: is it possible? Is it PR impossible? I will say no. Is it automatic? Also no. PR has become very competitive. Like the top MBA admissions, you have to give your cat and be in the top percentiles. It's also becomes like corporate hiring. Only the best get hired in the corporates. Here what happens, the competition filters. It does not close the door. Please understand, it does not close. But you need to be ready, you need to be prepared, and this is reward you will get if you get prepared. So you have to be prepared for PR, but through your career way. So if your only goal is PR, you will have challenges. You will be vulnerable. But if your goal is your career strength, PR is a very good possibility. Because one thing is plain and simple: the countries want skilled contributors. They do not want passive applicants, right? So I will strongly ask you to shift your mindset. Don't ask this question to me or anybody else: how do I get PR? In fact, the question you should be asking that to yourself: how do I become valuable for that country? Because in 2026, PR is not about hope, not about your prayer. It is about your positioning, your personal positioning. So before you choose a country, you should choose a career. If you want to know more in detail about this, connect with my team. The details are in the description.